The philosophy behind Empty Fist is pretty simple. The idea of emptiness in Buddhism really means that there's nothing fixed. So you have to be fluid in life. So the form that is Empty Fist is no form. It means that you can focus on all forms or learn whatever you want, but in actual combat, you're not going to stick to any form. So you keep your mind empty and flexible and focus on the situation. So these routines here are no fixed routines. They're just improvisation, kicks and punches, and going back to the simplicity and the roots of the martial arts. So that's the concept behind Empty Fists. And the more that you meditate, the more you will get a deeper understanding of the art, because you need to free your mind from attachments and preconceived notions and go back to your original self, which is actually the nothingness of the universe, like the empty sky that you see every day when you wake up in the morning. The world is really without limits. There are constantly finite limits, but it's constantly changing in infinite ways. And so is this art, or this concept of Empty Fist. It's really not a fixed form, so it's not just one technique, but a series of techniques that arise out of a situation, which is the combat situation where improvisation is important. So in this routine here, I'm just doing some basic steps. If you can see, basic kicks. I'm keeping it pretty simple with a horse stance, sometimes a modified horse stance or a bow and arrow stance, sometimes a falling stance, sometimes an empty stance at times, not in this particular sequence, but in other sequences, an empty stance or a crouching stance as well. And but the thing is to really be fluid. Don't try to make your stances stiff and all your movements stiff, so because that will keep you from being fluid. That's it for today.